Welcome everyone. In this video, we will discuss the paper of IIT JAM 2024 in detail, and it is a part 2. And if you want to watch part 1, it is available in my YouTube channel, and I had also provided the link in my description box. So please go and watch it from there. And in this video, we will discuss the multiple choice questions in detail, and we will talk about them in more detail. So let's begin. Question number 11. Which color of light excites a natural GFP to emit green fluorescence? Now options are option A blue, option B green, option C infrared, option D red. So if you know what is GFP, that means green fluorescent protein. Now this protein absorbs the blue light and emits green light. So the correct option for this question will be option A. Question number 12. The number of significant figures in a reported measurement of 0.00361 is. Options are option A 3, option B 4, option C 5, option D 6. So the correct option for this question will be option A 3. We will only count 3, 6, 1, not the 0 before them. Question number 13. Match the following in group 1 with the stimulus in group 2 that generates growth response of plants. Now in group 1 and group 2 we have to match the both groups according to the stimulus. Now if we talk about the gravitotropism, it is mainly due to the gravity. It is a phenomena which occurs due to gravity. So by its name also it suggests that P for P, the correct option is 4. Phototropism, if we talk about phototropism, it is a phenomena in which the plant growth occur by the help of light. So the correct option for Q will be 1. Now, thigmotropism. Now it is a phenomena which is due to touch, occurs in plant growth. Now this thigmo means automatically means touch. So the correct option or the match for R will be 2. Chemotropism. So you know what chemo means, it's chemical response. So due to the chemical response, the growth in the plant will be generated. Now this chemotropism, which is S, will be the correct match for the option 3 in group 2, chemical. So the correct option for this question will be option C. Question number 14. The correct hierarchy of taxa in the Linnean classification of eukaryote is. So if you had read about the Linnean classification, it is a technique which is used for organizing a large number of organisms into a sequential levels of biological classification. Either it is done in increasing order or in decreasing order, from kingdom to species. So the correct taxonomy category or rank for eukaryotes will be kingdom, followed by phylum, followed by class, followed by order, and followed by family, genus, species. It is a decreasing order for the according to the rank. So the correct option for the question number 14 will be option D. Question number 15. Which of the following statements about polyploidy is correct? Option A. Autopolyploids are derived from a single species. Option B. Autopolyploids are derived from two different species. Option C. Allopolyploids are derived from a single species. Option D. Allopolyploids are not fertile when mated with each other. So, if you remember what is autopolyploids and allopolyploids, then this question will be easy for you. First, I tell you what is polyploidy. If poly means many and ploidy means set of chromosomes. When many set of chromosomes are present, then we call that as a polyploidy. Now, autopolyploidy occurs when organisms have more than two sets of chromosome from the same species. then what we call them? It is autaploidy. And in alloploidy, when organism have more than two sets of chromosome but from the different species, then that condition we call as alloploids. So the correct option for question number 15 will be option A, because it states that autopolyploids are derived from a single species. Question number 16. Which one of the following hormones is a tyrosine derivative? Option A, epinephrine. Option B, estradiol. Option C, progesterone. Option D, testosterone. So the correct option for this question will be option A, epinephrine. It is a tyrosine and tryptophan derivative hormone. Now there is more example of tyrosine derivative hormones. For example, thyroid hormone is also example of tyrosine and tryptophan derivative hormone. Now norepinephrine or adrenal hormones which are released from adrenal medulla are also the example of tyrosine derivative. So the correct option is option A. Question number 17. Determine the correctness or otherwise of the following assertion and the reason. Assertion is the resolving power of a transmission electron microscope is higher than that of a light microscope. Reason, the wavelength of electrons is shorter than that of visible light. So assertion is correct because the resolving power of a transmission electron microscope is higher than the light microscope. That's why we get the more clear and visible image. Even if it has a micro size, we will get the clear image from the electron microscope. So the resolving power is higher in the case of electron microscope. Now what reason is telling? The wavelength of electrons is shorter than that of visible light. So it is also correct because resolving power is inversely proportional to the wavelength. If wavelength will be shorter, then we will get the more visible image. And if wavelength will be increased, then we will get more low quality image. So resolving power is inversely proportional to wavelength. So both assertion and reasons are correct, and the reason is the correct explanation for the assertion. Now the option A will be the correct answer for this question. Question number 18. Match the morphology in group 1 with the corresponding microorganism in group 2. So we have to basically match the microorganism according to their structure. If we talk about Treponema, they have a spiral structure. Bacillus have a rod-like structure. Neisseria have a coccus structure, and Vibrio have a comma-like structure. So the correct option for this question will be option A. Question number 19. Which of the following genetic crosses and their results indicates the cytoplasmic inheritance? If you know about what is cytoplasmic inheritance, then this question will be easier for you. Cytoplasmic inheritance is a phenomena in which the organelle DNA is transferred to the offspring. Organelle DNA is either a mitochondrial DNA or the chloroplast DNA. Then we call them as the organelle DNA. It is different from the nuclear DNA. So in cytoplasmic inheritance, mostly that organelle DNA is transferred to the offspring, and that organelle DNA which is transferred in offspring is of the female generally. So there is the possibility that the female gene, if the female gene is mutant or something, then the 100% of the progeny will have that particular female organelle DNA. So the correct option for this question will be option A. When a wild type male will cross with mutant female, there will be have a 100% progeny will have a mutant gene in them, because according to the cytoplasmic inheritance. Question number 20. Which of the following is not a characteristic morphological feature of apoptotic cell? Option A, disassembly of nuclear envelope. Option B, DNA fragmentation. option C increased cell size, option D membrane bleeding. If you have done the previous year question, then you know that this question is repeated. Now if we look at the options, now what are the feature of apoptotic cells? That if apoptosis will occur, the nuclear envelope will be disassembled, the DNA fragmentation will be occurred, the membrane bleeding will occur, and the cell size will be shrinked. So these are the feature of a apoptotic cell. Now what the question is asking, that which is not a characteristic morphological feature of a apoptotic cell? So the correct option for this question will be option C, increase cell size. No, never will be the size of the cell increase. Only the cell at the time of apoptotic will shrink. The size will be reduced and they will shrink and die by bleeding. So the correct option is option C. Question number 21. Competition between two population in an ecosystem is option A beneficial to both the populations, option B deleterious to both the populations, option C beneficial to one population but deleterious to the other population, option D beneficial to one population but no effect on the other population. So the correct option for this question will be option B, deleterious to the both population. That means competition will give you the loss automatically. Even anyone is associated with the competition, they both will get the loss. That's why we say to avoid the competition, because it's just a loss for everyone. Question number 22. Which one of the following is not used as a component in subunit vaccines? Option A capsular polysaccharide, option B inactivated exotoxin, option C inactivated virus, option D viral glycoproteins. So what is subunit vaccines? They are generally subunit vaccines are used to induce the protective immune response. So option C will be the right answer for this question, inactivated virus, because inactivated virus will not induce the protective immune response because they are inactivated, and they will be safer than attenuated vaccine and low risk of infection. But what the negative for the inactivated virus is that they will not provide the immunity that as strong as a live vaccines. So they are less immunogenic and they have a low chance to induce the protective immune response. So that's why the correct option for this question will be option C. Question number 23. Metabolic acidosis is associated with decreased plasma level of option A bicarbonate, option B lactate, option C oxygen, option D urea. So the correct option for this question is option A bicarbonate, because metabolic acidosis occurs when too much acid is produced in the body and pH will be less than 7.35, and in metabolic acidosis the bicarbonate level will be low. Question number 24. Genes in two species that are derived from the same ancestral gene in their most recent common ancestor are called option A analogs, option B heterologs, option C orthologs, option D paralogs. So the correct option for this question is option C orthologs, because orthologs are a homologous gene in different species. So that's why the correct option is option C. Question number 25. An object is placed 15 centimeter in front of a convex mirror which has a radius of curvature 30 centimeter. Which one of the following is true of the image formed? So when we look at the condition of a convex mirror or a case of convex mirror, the convex mirror always make a erect virtual image and the image is formed will be upright. So the correct option for this question will be option D. Question number 26. In chick embryo, the ectoderm generates option A alveolar cells, option B germ cells, option C neurons, option D red blood cells. So the correct option for this question will be option C neurons. The ectoderm will generate either the skin or neurons in the chick embryo. Question number 27. The boiling points of iodomethane, dibromomethane, bromomethane, chloromethane follow the order. So we basically have to arrange the molecules according to their decreasing boiling points. So we know that boiling point increases with the increasing molecular mass. Means if molecular mass of a molecule will increase, then that molecule have a higher boiling point. If we look at the molecular mass of dibromomethane, it is 173.83 gram per mole. Molecular mass of iodomethane is 141.94 gram per mole. Molecular mass of bromomethane is 94.94 gram per mole, and the molecular mass of chloromethane is 50.49 gram per mole. So according to their molecular size, we can say that dibromomethane have a higher molecular size. That means dibromomethane have a high boiling point, and the chloromethane have a low molecular size, and that's why the chloromethane have the very low boiling point according to these molecules. So we will arrange them on their decreasing order. That means dibromomethane have high boiling point, then iodomethane, then bromomethane, and then chloromethane. So the option C will be the correct answer for this question. Question number 28. Ionic character of the covalent bonds in the compound Cl2, HCl, NaCl, NaF follows the order. So we have to arrange them according to their ionic character, decreasing ionic character. So if we look at the NaF and NaCl, they both have the same element, sodium. So we will basically differentiate both of them according to their ionic property. Fluorine is more electronegative than chlorine. So NaF is more ionic than NaCl. Now HCl, if we compare HCl with NaCl, so HCl have a hydrogen molecule, and so NaCl have a sodium as a metallic group. So sodium is more metallic than hydrogen. That means sodium is more electropositive than hydrogen. So the NaCl is more ionic than HCl. And if we look at the Cl2, Cl2 doesn't show an ionic character. It is just a covalent structure. So the correct order for the ionic character according to the ionic character will be NaF will have higher ionic character, then NaCl, then HCl, and at the last Cl2. So the correct option for this question will be option D. Question number 29. If a variable z shows a standard normal distribution, then the percent probability that is shown by this is option A 34, option B 68, option C 95, option D 99. So the correct option for this question will be option B 68. Question number 30. In DNA replication, the Okazaki fragments are joined by option A DNA helicase, option B DNA ligase, option C DNA polymerase, option D DNA primase. So it's very easy question. The correct option for this question will be option B DNA ligase. We had read that DNA ligase is an enzyme which are used for joining the two different fragments. Thank you for watching. For more videos, you can like and subscribe to my YouTube channel.